Look up at the night sky on a clear evening. Do you see that band of hazy light stretching across the darkness? That's the Milky Way galaxy, our home in the vast universe. This hazy band is made up of billions of stars, much like our own sun. We are but one small planet orbiting an average star within this incredible structure. From our vantage point on Earth, we see the Milky Way from the inside. It appears as a band because we are looking through the disk of the galaxy, edge on. Imagine yourself inside a pancake and looking towards the edges. That's similar to how we see the Milky Way. The Milky Way is a barred spiral galaxy, shaped like a flat disk with spiral arms. Our solar system sits about 2/3 of the way out from the Galactic Centre, within one of these spiral arms. We are constantly moving, orbiting the center of the galaxy at an incredible speed. Even though it's so massive, the Milky Way is just one of billions upon billions of galaxies that exist in the observable universe. The universe is vast beyond our comprehension. When we look out into the depths of space, we see countless points of light. Many of these are individual stars within our own galaxy, but many others are not stars at all. They are entire galaxies, each containing billions or even trillions of stars. The sheer number of galaxies is almost impossible to grasp. Imagine you could hold a grain of sand at arm's length, and it represented the entire Milky Way galaxy. In that scenario, the number of galaxies in the observable universe would be equivalent to all the grains of sand on all the beaches on Earth. Edwin Hubble, the astronomer for whom the famous space telescope is named, was the first to prove the existence of galaxies beyond our own in the 1920s. His discovery revolutionized our understanding of the universe. We now know that our galaxy is just one of a countless number scattered across the vast expanse of space. The Milky Way is a giant among galaxies, measuring about 100,000 light-years across. To put that into perspective, 1 light-year is the distance light travels in 1 year, which is approximately 9.46 trillion kilometers. It would take light 100,000 years to travel from one side of our galaxy to the other. The Milky Way's spiral arms are where stars are born. These arms are areas of higher density gas and dust, the raw materials from which stars form. As these materials clump together under the force of gravity, they heat up and eventually ignite into stars. Our Sun, a relatively average star, resides in one of these spiral arms. We are constantly orbiting the center of the galaxy, completing one rotation approximately every 225 million years. This journey around the Milky Way is known as a galactic year. Even though galaxies are scattered throughout the universe, they are not always isolated. The Milky Way, for example, has its own little neighborhood of galaxies. These galaxies, bound together by gravity, form what's known as the local group. The most famous, or perhaps infamous, of these galactic neighbors is the Andromeda Galaxy, also known as M31. Andromeda is a spiral galaxy, much like our own, but it's even larger than the Milky Way. It's the closest major galaxy to us, located about 2.5 million light-years away. Andromeda and the Milky Way are on a collision course. Don't worry though, this cosmic crash won't happen for billions of years. When it does, the two galaxies will merge together, eventually forming one giant elliptical galaxy. The universe, as far as we know, does not have a center. This concept can be difficult to grasp, especially since we are used to thinking of things as having a defined middle point. Imagine a balloon with dots scattered on its surface. Each dot represents a galaxy. Now imagine inflating the balloon. The dots move further apart as the balloon expands, but there is no single point on the surface that you could call the center. The universe is similar. It's expanding in all directions, with galaxies moving away from each other. Since there's no edge to the universe, there's also no center. Every point in the universe can be considered the center from its own perspective.